What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar. And did you hear the bell? That means it's another day in the Market Watch. So guys, let's dive in this video, talk about all the goodies that we're going to be seeing that are going up, down. A lot of pre-release cards actually moving and other event-related cards. So let's talk about all that goodies. So first off, we're going to talk about Omnimon alternate art from Double Diamond BT06. So this card saw some traction actually. 4 listings moved in the last couple days that made it go up to $444. Nothing crazy of a spike here, you know, nothing really showing any traction. There's no real competitive deck for it. There's really nothing going crazy. You don't really need it, but it's just one of those chase cards. So three listings moving on the same day is kind of crazy. So just keep that in mind. Europe side, any traction here? Looking like 440 was the last sold. You know what? Someone bought a couple for 1,100. Wow. So looking at it now, it's in the 600 to 700 euro range. Okay, nothing too crazy about this. There's nothing really competitive. It just was interesting to see that TCG player. There was somebody that bought some, at least 4 listings. So just seeing that kind of just really interesting. Hawkmon from Tamer Party Pack, the beginning P119. This card is gone. You cannot buy it anymore. It does not exist. It does not have any listings. So somebody could come along and list more copies, but hey, Hawkmon's gone. And this is going to be one of those cards that you want to have for the Sylphie deck when that comes out in BT16. So that's not that's not for a good while, so just keep that in mind. Europe side looking like €8 to €9. Hopefully we start getting the transition of getting the packs soon, fluctuating the market and just start flooding in. I hope so, because the movies were limited and this is just ridiculous. Rhino Kabuterimon. Not even too long ago, people were buying this in December, like at the end, but just seeing this card spike up, there could be possibilities of some more, you know, if this card with hybrid or insectoids in his traits and his Digivolution cards, this Digimon may Digivolve into a card with Insectoid or 10 warriors in his traits from your hand for a memory cost of 3. So, you know, there's possibilities with Rhino Kabuterimon to be able to be played in the future BT16 stuff. So just getting your hands on it, just seeing it right now being bought out and only have, you know, 5 listings. You know, you got 15s, 20s, 22s, you know, 23s here, and then it goes right to 50. I mean, is people paying that? Somebody did for, you know, 4 copies at $20.80, and this could be just that person or this person, but I don't think they're gonna go for like a $2 profit. But I'm just joking. So Rhino Kabuterimon going up 15 right now on market. Europe side, you guys have nothing to worry about. You are nickels and diamonds, this stuff. You got 50 cents, goes to €1 to 2s pretty quickly, then bumps to 4s. You're capped out at €6, but nobody really above this person right here and this person right here that has at least a playset from one seller. Ukumon promo, New York Comic Con. This card just recently was getting bought crazily. This card is still dedicated to any. If you buy any box of BT14, you're supposed to get the demo decks. Stores got 1 for each case they got. I mean, 1 for each box they got. So if they still have boxes, you should be able to get the, you know, promotional demo deck, unless they started handing them out for locals. But that's up to what your locals did. But you know, right now looking like Big Mom's Empire is $8 basically. So I'm not surprised. Ukumon's just going to be expensive. It's just one of those better cards. Ukumon's just really good. €4, €4, 50 cents. Yeah, you guys got plenty of listings in the €4 range, which is not bad, but nobody's paying that. TCG's paying it. You're just ridiculous. Analog Youth. Analog Youth is starting to still cool off, which is good, but you know, Nationals around. You know that we're going to see more and more of these buy-ins. Analog Youth is one of the few cards that are in multiple decks, especially in Fang Long, Big Dong deck that you're going to be playing with. So if you're playing that deck, you want 4 of this. You want 4 of this in, what is it? Fang Lugamon. So if you want to play Luga, you're going to need Analog Youth. So just keep that in mind. And then any other purple decks, you kind of want to just play it. So yeah, we're looking like 750. Crazy. It was going down. Europe side looking like €1.80, then bumps up to €4 relatively quickly, and then goes to 5s. So jumps from 6 though to 9s. Interesting. Mervamon is quite interesting here. I would not expect more people to buy into her right now. I get it. People are just waiting for BT17 at this point just to see what the end game for Mervamon is. If it's terrible, it won't stay long. But the problem I see this is that they need more ways of distributing these promos, because let's be honest, the survey packs, you're only getting 1 copy. This really sucks because the other ones were at least coming with a foil and non-foil, so it flooded the market a little bit better, and it stabilized a lot better, and it made it so it was easier for you to get your play sets in a couple boxes, which was good. And then all of a sudden they ended up going to these one-ofs, and that's just, it sucks, because at least make it 2 copies per these packs that you get for box toppers, because let's be honest, not everybody can chase these, and then all of a sudden these things just become ridiculously priced. So they need to either make another reprint set that just all relate to all these ridiculous amount of promos that we need now, or they need to think of something else. Europe side, €8 to €10. Yeah. Now we have Manoa. Manoa from Double Diamond pre-release card, $5. Yeah. On buyout too, only 2 listings. Around Christmas time, New Year's, when the announcement happened, just people went crazy and bought the Manoa pre-release stamps. Sorry, Manoa, you're kind of bought out, girl. Europe side looking like €1.75, €1.78, and then kind of just jumps from there. Going down, luckily, but people were buying them at €4, which means they probably had it from one seller. Black War Greymon X Antibody, Dimensional Phase. Nothing like screaming like meta-defying price jumps, but you look at it right now, people have been just buying it consistently in the last couple days, probably getting ready for Nationals, and they think Black War Greymon X Antibody is going to be a good option to help counter the meta. That is an option for you to do. You know, there's not an issue with when a deck is still good. A deck's good. Greymon, Tribal, anything is still good. You can still counter a lot of ridiculousness, especially if, let's say, Garurumon does take off. At least we know that Black War Greymon X Antibody does handle Garurumon a little bit better, because the innate being able to just delete it off the board for its effect is more nasty than, you know, the normal ways of dealing with it. So just keep that in mind here. Europe side looking like €4, €5, €6. Yeah, there's some movement and tractions going on. So just keep this on your radar, especially going into EX5. Black Gatomon showing some decrease now, which is good, but it's still like $1 card. I mean, there's plenty of listings, and people are buying them at least a decent, consistent rate. They're picking them up in 2s and 3s. So if you guys have this in your bulk and stuff like that, maybe it's time to just dust it off, get it listed, start moving it. $1's not much, but it adds up. So just move your Gatos. Europe side look like 2 cents, 15 cents, 30 cents. Yeah. Then Dianamon from Animal Coliseum, or Animal Crossing, as I say it. But Dianamon, yeah, $11.95. Stop paying this price, because I don't want to pay this price. But no, this card's going to definitely tank pretty quickly once we get to the set release. So Diana might be one of the more expensive super rares, probably sitting at 5s when we get released. So just keep that in mind. Like, I see her at 5.7s maybe, so she might be a little more expensive just because she is such a versatile card that she's very splashable even in her own engine in her own deck. But she's also splashable in any deck that wants to do source stripping because you just prevent your opponent from doing anything. Europe side looking like 25 euros. Do not pay that. Then we have Venmon from Dimensional Phase. Another card that's just seeing consistent movement. Even though it's like light end movement, but people are buying them in droves of like 25 cents and stuff like that. So it does add up pretty quickly. Yeah, because of the new support that's coming, Venmon's getting a little bit of hype. I want to just see where has the foil started moving, anything like that. Let's see what the foil's boys looking like. Well, pushing $3. So if you needed your foil Venmons, good luck. If you didn't get them before, I'm gonna be straight with you guys. Europe side looking like 2 cents, 2 cents, 2 cents. Yeah, you guys have plenty of listings. You have nothing to worry about. Foily boy though, woo! The only way you're getting like 20 of them that you need, 7 euros a pop. Good luck. Have fun. Okuwa here. This card from the Tamer Party Pack, the beginning. Okuwa here. Yukio. Akuwa. Blah, blah, blah. I hate card names of Japanese stuff because I can't pronounce them to save my life. So, this card here from Tamer Party Pack, the beginning. New Awakening. This card is basically Myotismon support. This card is probably going to stay a little more expensive. People are buying it because Myotismon has some potential to have some fun, especially with VenomMyotismon and Myotismon decks split into 2 that actually do something. So you're looking like 10s, 12s. Your side looking like 10s, 11s, 20s. Yeah. Good luck on it. Emissary of Hope, pre-release card, stamp $10.50 and climbing. And people are buying it. There's no reason not to. You want at least probably 2 of it. So just keep this on your radar. Europe side looking like 6 euros to 7 euros and not really much traction. Aldermon, regional participation on buyout, 6 listings only. Yeah, people are buying it just because Red Hybrid does have a high potential chance of actually doing something crazy for Nationals. Ukumon's putting in work, even though you splash it at 2. And that's the crazy part. It's not even like it changes the deck much, but it does something. So, Aldermon, regional participation, going up. We're looking like 10s, 11s. Yeah, if you guys want to, yeah, max rating is going to be a little pricey. Europe side looking like 3 euros, 4 euros, 6 euros. And this could also be the combination of being Ancient Greymon's getting more support, so we'll have to see what happens with that. Biomon, Dimensional Phase pre-release card, skyrocketing to 5s right now. And people are bought in the 8s. But nobody's really buying anything recently. But I just wanted to talk about it because Biomon moving up is always something to look at. So if you guys have Biomon, maybe list them, make some profit. Especially on the pre-release stamp. €1.50, 2 euros. It goes pretty quickly, actually. And Biomon's Biomon, right? Mervamon, Alternate Cross Encounter BT10. Some small traction here. There are a few listings, some movement. Just little by little. People that are going to try to do like Mervamon with the Minerva with Mervamon with one Anubis deck is a possibility. We'll have to see. I'm trying to see if there's any list that will come out of it with the restriction Anubis. So we'll have to keep a radar on this and just see what happens. Europe side looking like 15s to 17s. Not bad. Imperial Digimon Paladin Mode, New Awakening. This card had some spike for a good while. I missed actually talking about it. But we're looking like 3s, $3.43. You know, it's showing some traction. People are buying it. This is a good one of in some lists, especially in BT16 meta. Just a good removal, especially because it's not a once per turn effect. So if you can just continue doing this, you're pretty solid. Excuse me. Let's see what Paladin Mode. Europe side looking like €4.50, 5 euros, 5 euros. Yeah, not terrible. And it's going up too. So you're seeing some traction in both. Calling from Darkness, next adventure pre-release card. Cooling off a little bit. Still holding strong, though, in the 17s. Hopefully this comes down. It might not. Who knows? It's a one-of. So this card is never coming off the restriction list, so please don't think this is. Europe side looking like 13s, 16s, 17s. Yeah, kind of in the same boat as us. Then we have Chumon Dimensional Phase pre-release card, $4, and just plateaued. This card is on buyout. There's only one listing left. So if you guys have it, make some cash. People are willing to pay for it. Probably. You know, just the Chumon hype. Chumon's just solid. Europe side. Some traction on the Europe side, though. €4.88. Wow, we got dollars and stuff like that. Means somebody probably bought a good playset for that price. Meta-Etamon Dimensional Phase pre-release card, though. This card, not seeing much traction. It had some hype for a little bit, but starting to cool off. Good to see him come down, but plenty of listings at the $5 range. If you guys have it, maybe list it for 4s. It'll probably sell a little bit better, but this card definitely gets taken out of the deck pretty quickly. Europe side looking like €1. Yeah, for the pre-release stamp, it's dirt cheap. Then we have Terriermon New Awakening pre-release card. It's been a little bit, but still seeing some traction and movement. Early on once the advanced deck got shown off, it got bought out, and it just kind of has held this $5 in range for a good while. Only 2 listings, though. Europe side looking like €6 to €1 to €2. Then we have Pandemonium Flame New Awakening pre-release card. This card is seeing some traction, actually. Some bought in just on the 6, so there might have been some lists in JP that topped with it. So we'll have to see what's going on with that, but some movement is fine. I have 4 copies, so I might move these if people are willing to buy it. But $10 a pop is not surprising, especially on buyout. Europe side, 20 cents, €1, €2. Yeah, plenty of stock here. But all in all, that is the Market Watch, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.